Toxicity is the rule, not the exception. Okay? Let that sink in for a little bit. All right? Toxicity is the rule, not the exception. What am I talking about here? Okay. Everyone's heard the phrase toxic work environment. Everyone is probably familiar and has worked in a toxic work environment. And it's always ironic to me because I've worked every kind of environment, definitely a lot of toxic environments. But you've ever been in a workplace and, obviously you go through the interview process and everyone's talking good during the interview process. HR's talking good, your hiring manager's talking good, and you may or may not, buy the lie and be like, this is a great place to work. Then you start working there and then you start learning all the dirty secrets that have been hidden in the back. Who's sleeping with who's got nepotism, who's cheating the system, who's a hard worker, who's slacking on the job, et cetera, et cetera. It goes on forever, right? It's so much so that people have kind of come to accept that, especially in the industry, that your workplace is going to have a severe level of toxicity, right? These are the things we talk about when we get off of work and do happy hour or do late night shifties and start drinking and then bitching about this, that, and the third, right? Because we've been conditioned to think in order for you to be a part of this industry, you have to accept a certain degree of toxicity. Now, while it's easier said than done to actually avoid it, the truth is it doesn't have to be that way, right? And how do you actually go about avoiding it and, circumventing these toxic work environments? There's several ways. One, you can leave, right? That's one way to circumvent a toxic environment. Another way is, as hard as it may seem, you can not be toxic yourself. Not be toxic yourself. Or the last way is you can create your own work environment. Right. Now, creating your own work environment is easier said than done. Okay. Not everyone can just go build a restaurant or build a bar or build a hotel. But when we talk about toxicity being the exception or being the rule and not the exception, you need to understand that we all have choices, right? And when you go into it with the mindset that you're going to have to deal with a certain level of toxicity, sometimes you find yourself either creating it, choosing it, contributing to it, or refusing to create another work environment because the industry hive mind has told you that that is the standard. Okay? I know that's a lot to digest, but I'm going to let that sink in for a little bit, keep it light, and then we're going to expound on it some more. So toxicity is the rule, not the exception. That's one of the things that the industry hive mind tells you.